Yep, I need a hat for this video. Dude, where the hell did all of my hats go? Yep, this is quality content. Miles just looking for his hats. You can never go wrong with this guy. Ding. Oh, immediately goes wrong with it. Okay. Hey, what up? I'm Miles and welcome back. And also, before I forget, happy summer, because I know a lot of y'all are getting out of school. Some of y'all just graduated. Congrats to all of you guys. Or what I like to say is congratulations. Anyone? Nope. That joke never sticks, no matter how many times I use it. Anyway, if you didn't know, summer is my favorite season of the year. It's all about posy vibes, good vibes, attitude, all that fun stuff, and y'all know that's exactly what I'm all about on this page and just in general. So you might be asking, what does this video have to do with summer? Absolutely nothing, except for the fact that I'm wearing swim trunks. But I'm basically always wearing swim trunks, because I'm a professional. This video is a bit more of a shorter video, a bit more of an express video, and just a smaller project that I kind of wanted to get out of the way. Because it's a project that's been sitting in the back for quite some time, and I figured I had a couple hours today to film and do this project because it wasn't that big of one, so I might as well make a YouTube video about it because why not, you know? Anything that I can do to make anything into content. I seriously don't know why you're subscribed to me. Anyway, if you're familiar with me or my content and you've been around here for some time, you're aware that I have a variety of Spider-Man face shells. And out of all of the shells that I own, there is one that has always remained to be unfinished. And that is this one, my Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider face shell. This has always been unfinished, and that is for one reason, is because I don't have that suit yet. I have planned to do the Ben Reilly suit at some point, but obviously over time, other projects have taken priority, other cosplays have taken priority, other scheduling, photo shoots, videos, everything has just taken priority over a cosplay that I'm not currently doing. And I figured if I wasn't currently doing that cosplay at the exact moment, I didn't need to spend the time, effort, or money to finish the shell yet. Because I knew I could finish it in like a day when the time came to do that cosplay. But that also opted up another point of if I could finish it in a day, why not just do it? So that's what we're gonna do today. Because in all honesty, oh my god, I can't believe I caught that. I wasn't even looking. In all honesty, it's not even a lot of steps. It's literally just inserting the eye mesh, putting some plastic dip over it, and just test fitting it. So the plan for this build is going to be incredibly simple. The way that my guy maffhewdc makes his face shell kits, they're already like pretty much done. You just have to do a little bit of extra legwork. The first step is to go over the magnets and how those get inserted, test fitting the lenses. The next step is to actually fill in those lenses with the custom white eye mesh, coating the shell in plasti dip so the mask sticks, and then we're just about done. Like I said, it's not a very big project. I still do need to paint the actual lenses the red color of the Scarlet Spider, but I'm gonna hold off on that for now because I need to actually have the fabric with me to test the colors. Ooh! Technically, I should paint these lenses before I put the white mesh inside. Huh. That would have been smart to think about before I started filming this video. Do I have red? Okay, so change of plans. I do have red paint, and I'm pretty sure the safest way to do it would be to paint the lenses before I put the white eye mesh in. So that's gonna be an additional step, is to actually paint those lenses. Aren't you glad I made a YouTube video on this without planning any of it? All right, well, let's get started. So step one is super simple, but it's totally optional on your face shell. I'm gonna take a can of plasti dip and give a light spray mist over the actual mask. This is what I do on all of my face shells, is I spray on a layer of plasti dip. Now, you might be asking, what is plasti dip? It's basically a spray-on rubber coating that you can use for like props, armor, different things like this. The reason that I use it on my shells is to make sure the mask actually sticks to the shell versus slides around. It just gives you a little bit of extra grip on the shell for the mask to actually stick to versus it sliding all around and doing a bunch of different weird stuff. So the plan that I have right now is to attack them with an airbrush using some Creative Effects acrylic paints. I also do have some Testors enamel, but this has to be applied with a brush. Enamel is much thicker and I'm afraid it's going to leave brush strokes and I don't want that. So that's why we're going with the airbrush for the first bet. But I'm gonna be smart about this. Before I get them wet and spray them, I'm going to measure out and stencil what I have to cut out of the mesh. So what I'm using for the eye mesh is just white PC fan mesh, I believe. I contacted maffhewdc about what materials he uses and he directed me to this, just white PC fan mesh. You can see from far enough away, it looks opaque, you can't see anything through it. But if I put it up to the lens, you can actually see through it. So that's kind of what gives the illusion of the mask. We're just going to trace this over to get it kind of looking like that, and that's going to give us a Spider-Man lens. Alright, so not gonna lie, that red actually did a pretty bang up job. Of course, when the mask actually gets here for like the full suit, we may have to go back in and change the color, but for a starting point, that's not too bad to get us moving, you know? Next step would be to attach our white mesh lenses on the inside, and to do that, we're gonna use some good old-fashioned Bob Smith Instacure super glue. If you didn't know, this is the best super glue on the market. A little bit pricier, but does the job. Okay, well, in true Miles fashion, my mic died halfway through filming, so that's cool. I have to charge that. But basically what I said was, the magnets on the inside of the lenses are already installed, because when I first got the shell, I put the magnets in, glued them in, and then glued them over with a gloss finish. But if they weren't done, I would simply just be using these magnets, which are the exact same, just ordered in bulk. I would use the magnets, flip them over, make sure that they attach, glue them to the lenses, and glue the other side to the shell. Speaking of which, I specifically went through and I left all of the magnets in the shell except for one, where I pried one of them out just to show you the process that I would be going through to put the magnets back in. This one right here, I pried this magnet out. So, hypothetically speaking, if you just got a shell kit, if I didn't have any of the magnets in the shell, I'm going to show you exactly how it would be done. It's not the most complex thing. It's literally just making sure the magnet lines up. Find the magnet hole that it lines up to. So this one's going to line up with this. Boom, like that. Flip it over. And now you know the order that it needs to go in. So it has to go in that way. So what we're going to do is take our Bob Smith, put a little booger in there, slide it in like such. Hit it with the activator, and we're good to go. Super simple like that. So, hypothetically speaking, if I didn't have all of the magnets already in, that's exactly the process I would go through to get them all in. But, with all that being said, we technically have, that's in there, a completed Ben Reilly face shell. So, we have our plastic dip on the actual shell to hold the mask down, we have our gloss finish red, and we have our beautiful mesh white on the inside. Now, the only thing left to do would be to test fit this with an actual mask. But the problem with that is I don't have the Ben Reilly mask. The Ben Reilly mask is very specific because it is a very stark red that does not have any webbing on it. So if I were to test this with any of my masks, it wouldn't really work. But I do have an idea. I do have some spare red shirts of two different pigments. This one's a bit of a deeper red, and this one is a bit of a more saturated red. I think I'm going to go with this deeper red because it will allow this to pop out a little bit more, and this will be the brighter red. I'm literally just going to lay the shirt over the mask and then tuck it in the back, and then put the lenses on and see how it's looking. Alright, this is going to be very prehistoric, but it will give us a decent idea as to kind of what we're working with here. So that's kind of what we're working with in terms of the mask. Obviously, this is not a Spider-Man mask. It quite literally is a t-shirt that I have laid over. But I do like the texture of that. That's pretty nice. Yeah, see, so I definitely like the darker fabric more than this fabric. But hey man, I think that puts us in a pretty good spot. You know, we have the mask finally fully put together. We got the lenses in there, we got the lenses painted, and we got the plastic up on there so the mask will stick. I'm holding my mic because this is the second one because the clip is broken on this one. The first one's charging because, you know, in Miles fashion, he never charges his mics. But that puts us in a pretty good spot, and it checks this one off of the not done list. Now I can finally put it back in the box and pretend that never happened because literally none of that mattered. I just wanted to get it out of the way and done. But hey, you know, it was a fun activity. It killed a little bit of time on a Monday afternoon, and it's just a fun video overall. So I hope you did enjoy that. I hope you learned something in terms of building your own Spider-Man face shell, or maybe if I did something completely wrong and you want to critique me, please feel free in the comments down below. I'm not going to get butthurt about it, but that's a face shell. So we done. Ben Reilly isn't even a cosplay that's on the list this year, but hey, it was a fun video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We are like damn near so close to 50,000 subscribers, and as soon as we get there, like I said, I'm going to be running a spider suit giveaway here on YouTube. So if you want to be a part of that, make sure you are subscribed, like this video, do all that fun stuff. Might run a Q&A too, or just have a fun video, because I don't want to have a video just for a giveaway. We're going to do a little, like, a fun thing for 50K. But anyway, y'all the best. Peace and love. Do good things, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Always the wrong side, man.